Hey, listen, it's getting crazy out here, y'all. It's getting crazy out here. Y'all better be careful out there in public, man. It can go down at any time. And if anything shows you that, is this right here. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, click the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up or every time we update a story on this channel, Hot Topics TV. All right, shout out to MSN for this one. So, Andre Bing, a 31-year-old Walmart employee from Chesapeake, is accused of opening fire with a pistol inside the break room of the store on Sam's Circle at around 10 p.m. on Tuesday night. I can't imagine going to work, clocked in, doing my shift. I just want to make some money. I just want to pay my bills. I took my lunch break. I'm in the lunchroom. I done sat down. I'm trying to eat some of this dinner that I brought from home, and then gunshots go off. And it's my manager, my store manager, that's firing gunshots at me or killing my fellow employees around me. That has to be some traumatic type of an event. I'm thinking PTSD for a long time to come. 6 victims, including a 21-year-old coworker, were killed on Tuesday after being attacked before Bing, an overnight team leader who had worked in the company for the past 12 years, shot himself and killed himself with his own gun. 12 years he had worked here. If you are on my SoFlo TV channel, you will hear me talk about the work conditions that I experienced at Walmart for the years that I did work there. Yes, there were fun times. Yes, there was some good to it. But it's important to understand some of the things that could contribute to triggering someone in this direction. It's not an excuse for what he did, but I'm just trying to tell you that when put under stress, you know we have that saying, right? Pressure bust pipes. Okay. All right. So his body was found in the store break room along with 2 of his victims. The motive for the attack remains unclear, but surviving employees have revealed that the 31-year-old actually had some issues with other staff members in the run-up to the mass shooting. So him and other staff members were going at it. It's a manager thing. I don't know. The holiday is here. Holiday season's here. A lot of people are feeling depressed. A lot of people are feeling like, damn, it's another year that I did not accomplish my dreams and goals. It's another year and I'm still broke and I've been working so hard trying to make ends meet and they're just not meeting. Everybody is going to need their Christmas presents from me and I just don't have it to give. This, that, and the other. There are no family members coming and spend time with me. I can't afford to go spend time with anybody. The job situation is not looking good because my bosses are pressuring me. They're speaking to me as if I'm a child, disrespecting me in undertones that make it seem as if it's professional correction, but it's really disrespect. You know, people are going through their things. You don't even know what it is. So Walmart confirmed the identity of the gunman in a statement to the Independent on Wednesday. 12 years at the same company, same location, came in, did his job, went home, never had problems. But leading up to this shooting, other workers are saying, hey, him and the other staff members, they were going at it. Now, while details of this tragic incident in the Chesapeake, Virginia store are still emerging, authorities have confirmed multiple fatalities. We're focused on doing everything that we can to support our associates and their families at this time. The alleged shooter has been identified as Andre Bing, a company spokesperson said. Of course, there are a lot of people right now who are saying, I can see the lawsuits. I can see the lawsuits coming right now. Walmart's going to pay out hundreds of millions of dollars in these shootings, in this incident, right? I'm not going to cry about Walmart's money. Walmart has insurance for situations like these, should this ever happen. Unfortunately, it actually really did happen. to Walmart's credit, Walmart's been beefing up their security lately. And I don't care how many securities you have in a store, they are thinking people who come there to shop are going to steal. And this is who we need to apprehend, or who we need to catch, or who we need to stop from stealing from our store, because it cuts into our profits, right? And we don't want shoplifters at our store. But I'm sure they were never thinking that one of their managers, even if they were going to think that somebody who works there could possibly explode, blow up, do some crazy stuff, they were probably thinking one of the hourly staff, one of the hourly members that work there, team members. They were probably thinking of one of the regular workers, probably one of the guys outside that push the carts and retrieve the carts from the parking lot, because they're out there through whatever the weather is, and they're just frustrated and they don't make as much as everybody else. Could have been any factor other than a store manager actually shooting multiple employees, killing them, and killing himself on the job. I am absolutely sure they did not think that someone of 12 years of employment at the same location would have done this. But that's life, and that's how life comes at you. Life comes at you unexpectedly. They said that we can confirm that he was a Walmart associate. Andre's position with the company was the overnight team leader, and he's been employed with us since 2010. We're thankful for the local first responders, and we continue to work with the local law enforcement as they continue their investigation. One witness who had worked at the store for just 5 days before Tuesday's shooting claimed that it had already become clear within that short time frame that Bing had some issues with some of the other managers at the branch. She told local news network 10 on Your Side that she believes that the shooting was planned and that the suspect was laughing at one point during the attack. Like while he was doing it, he was smirking. The shooting unfolded when 14 employees were sitting down in a meeting room, waiting to go on shift for the night. She said, adding that he appeared to target other managers in the shooting. Another employee, who is Jessica Wilczewski, told the local station Wavy how the gunman appeared to spare her in the massacre. She described how she hid under the table as the gunfire erupted. Bing actually spotted her, pointed his gun at her, she said, but instead of opening fire on her, he told her to go home. So he could have actually killed her, but he didn't. He chose who he wanted to shoot. I can't imagine being under that table and thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, God, please save me. Because you know that's what you think. I don't care how big and how tough you think you are. When them gunshots start to go off and you are on the clock in uniform, you don't have a gun on you to help yourself. You can't fire back. You can't see your way out of running out of that place where all the gunshots are going off at. And you are physically close to the person who is doing the shooting. The most you can do is hide under a desk and hope this person remembers the good things that you did for them. Could have been a smile on a daily basis. Could have been a few words exchanged in a hallway in passing. Morning, how you doing today? You all right? Come here, let me talk to you for a minute. That kind of stuff. It's important to treat people nice, okay? Because really, truly, we don't know what people are going through. And an elder told me one time that everybody is going through something out here. So sometimes some people are going through way worse than you could ever think. They woke up today thinking homicide. You woke up today thinking, damn, I gotta go to work. I hate this job. I can't wait to work somewhere else. I can't wait to finish school, blah, blah, blah. This person woke up today thinking, I'm going to kill a couple of people and then kill myself in the process. So be nice to people, because it could be at that moment while the gun is pointed on you that that person decides, I'm going to let you live because you've always been nice to me. You know what? Go home. And that's what Jessica said that Bing did to her. It's not that he didn't see her, he saw her. He pointed the gun at her. And when he was about to pull the trigger, he didn't. He told her to go home. Another Walmart employee named Brianna Tyler, she told Good Morning America that the gunman, who was Bing, was known as the one to look out for. Known as the one to look out for. There was always something going on with him, just having issues with someone, but I never expected that it would get to this level. He was the manager that everybody had something to say about, she said. Whatever that means. Maybe it means that he did his job so thoroughly and he was on everybody's ass like, come on now, let's go do that. If you pay attention to my other channel at SoFlo TV, you will hear me explain the working situation at Walmart and how they handle it. And these duties are delegated from higher up to the managers, like Green, who is a shift manager, and he would have been the one who was responsible for everybody else doing their thing. It's kind of like the whole cracking the whip kind of thing. You know, the person who owns the plantation doesn't get out there on the plantation and crack the whip. He has somebody that does that for him. That's those managers. And some of them are very cool and calm about how they approach things. Some of them are just not cut out to be people that drive other people. Come on, let's go, let's go. But maybe Bing was actually that way. Brianna said he was known as the manager to watch out for. You gotta look out for him. And there was always something going on and always some kind of an issue with him having issues with someone. Miss Tyler, who escaped the shooting with no injuries, said that Bing didn't even say a word when he walked into the break room and started shooting. He quietly walked into that break room, didn't say not a word, just pulled out his gun and started shooting. I looked up and my manager just opened the door and he just opened fire. She added that she didn't believe the suspect was aiming for any particular individual, but just aimed at the first person that was in his eyesight. One person says that's not the case. He just literally started shooting throughout the entire break room, and I watched the multiple people just drop down to the floor when they were trying to duck for cover or they were hit. He didn't say a word. He didn't say anything at all. He just came around the corner, just started shooting. First person that was in his eyesight, he shot him down, and the next thing you know, he just started rigging throughout the entire break room, but he did not say a word. In the press conference on Wednesday morning, police confirmed that the gunman was a disgruntled male employee who was not thought to have been on the radar of police prior to Tuesday's attack. He didn't have any arrest history or anything like that. Hours later, police confirmed Bing's name in a press release with his photo. A search online records shows that he had no previous criminal record. He held the same job for over a decade. It's not clear if he legally purchased that pistol that he used in the attack. A search warrant was then executed at his house, because they ran over to the house. Let's see what's going on over there. Maybe he's making bombs. Maybe he's part of a cell. Maybe he has other people that are ready to go right now. What is this? So they got over to his house. They executed a search warrant on the suspect's home in the aftermath of the shooting. And there's some photos out there that reveal like his front door being broken down and all that. And I must say, it's a pretty nice house. There was a report that he purchased the house in 2009. But he could not have possibly purchased that house then, because he would have been a youngin', right? Too young to have. Anyhow, Chesapeake Police Chief Mark Soliski said that the home was cleared in a search, confirming that there were no ongoing risks. There aren't any explosives in there. He wasn't trying to blow up the neighborhood or anything. They didn't find anything. Police were called to reports of a shooting at the 12 p.m. on Tuesday night, and the first officers that arrived on the scene 2 minutes later after they were called, 10:14, entered the store 2 minutes after, which was 10:16. That's a pretty quick response. Officers found the suspect dead from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and they declared the scene safe, said Soliski. Several victims were killed and wounded in this attack. Two victims, including the shooter, were found dead in the break room. One victim was found dead towards the front of the store. Three other victims were rushed to the hospital where they died from their injuries. At least 6 other surviving victims were taken to local hospitals for further treatment. One of these victims is currently in critical condition, the city of Chesapeake said on Wednesday afternoon. One of the victims that were killed in this attack was identified by her family as 21-year-old Tyneka Johnson, a worker at the store, and they said in a heartbreaking Facebook post late on Wednesday night, Jackson's family begged for help in finding out what had actually happened to her after hearing news of the shooting. We need help locating my little cousin. She is an employee at Walmart, wrote one desperate family member. I guess the family members were in denial. They didn't want to believe it. Maybe they were thinking she got shot, but she would survive. Maybe she ran and hid somewhere. Maybe she went to the hospital to get treated. Please, somebody help us. Tell us what's going on. Everyone needs to know if she is safe, please. This post is about helping and locating Tyneka Johnson. No questions, just help. Hours later, the family members posted a photo of the 21-year-old with heartbreak emojis. One relative confirmed her death to 7 News DC on Wednesday, describing her as the nicest person that you would ever meet. A makeshift memorial featuring her name was left in the parking lot of that Walmart where she was killed. 4 surviving victims are still in the hospital with their conditions unknown at this point. President Joe Biden has condemned the attack, coming 2 days before Thanksgiving holidays, because of yet another horrific and senseless act of violence. There are now even more tables across the country that will have empty seats this Thanksgiving, he said. The mass shooting marks just the latest to rock America after a gunman opened fire inside of an LGBTQ nightclub in Colorado Springs, Colorado on Saturday night. 5 people were killed and 17 others were injured when suspected gunman Anderson Lee Aldrich opened fire inside Club Q in Colorado Springs on Saturday night. Same type of effect. Now, the massacre came, to an end when a heroic clubgoer tackled that shooter to the ground, detained him until the police arrived on the scene, and 5 victims that were killed in that attack were identified: Daniel Austin, Derek Rump, Kelly Loving, Ashley Paul, and Raymond Vance. This came after another mass shooting in the state of Virginia on November 13th, where 3-star football players from the University of Virginia were shot and killed as they returned to campus from a field trip. Fellow students and former football player Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., 22, alleged open fire on the bus. And there was a story surrounding that as well, that he was being bullied for some time. He was a part of a hazing ritual. He didn't like it. He got beat up. I mean, who likes being hazed or beaten up? And that is how he retaliated. Either way, at the end of the day, it's a lot of stuff going on out here. A lot of mass shootings. It's crazy. And I'm going to tell you again, stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. It can go down at any time, as you can see. I'm going to leave this video right here for now. My condolences to all the people who have lost somebody. May their souls rest in peace. May justice be served. And man, what can I say? When are we going to stop experiencing this? I'll catch you on another video. It's Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Please. Peace.